All right, let me come on here this morning real quick, early, and try my best to explain to you exactly what has taken place. Now, if you followed me, and you have been following me for a few years, you can go back into my archives and you can remember these words. Before a financial collapse takes place here in America, you're going to see it taking place in Europe first. Once it takes place in Europe first, we're only a few weeks behind the economic financial collapse. Now, most of us, we don't understand the dire straits that we're put in. We have no idea what's going on, and neither do we care. Well, sooner or later, you're going to be forced to care, whether you like it or not. You're going to find out the painful truth that ignorance is not bliss. Now, listen to me very closely. Over in Cyprus, listen to me very closely. And I'm going to include a link down here below for your viewing pleasure. I hope that you're listening to me, because I think that I have taken every single defibrillator from every single medical institution here in the country just to try to strike some type of consciousness inside the minds of people here in America. Over in Cyprus, now you remember the Greece fallout, right? You remember that, right? And then all the surrounding countries that are being affected by it. I remember we talked about Greece, Portugal, Spain, and then there's a few more that's getting ready to wash up the shore because of this financial collapse. But over in Cyprus, they are raiding, listen to me, they are raiding, listen to me, they are raiding, listen to me. They are raiding personal savings account. You got that right. In other words, whenever the government feels like it, they can go into your personal savings account, your personal checking account, any money that you have in their accounts, they can take it and do what they want to do. Because, listen to me, I'm trying to educate you here this morning. The money, once you take it and you put it into their bank, it no longer belongs to you. It's just that we've been operating after a system of benevolence where we just assume that it is our money. No, they've been taking your money, making money off of it by extraordinary interest rates. You know, it's crazy. I'll give you an example. All right. They'll turn around and will get a loan from central banks for 1%. Then they'll turn around and charge you 7, 8, 9% per loan. And then they can just print money out of thin air, just create it out of thin air. But anyway, over in Cyprus, they are raiding personal bank accounts. And bank accounts, one morning, all the citizens, people started to, get inflamed, get enraged, and rightfully so, because they have a paradigm, the way that they think, the way that they function, just like Americans do. We have a paradigm, the way that we think, the way that we function. We go about our daily lives. We think that we're functioning. We think that we're operating the right way because we've been conditioned to think that way all of our lives. And then as soon as something happened, your ability to resist is null, nil, and void because you have not conditioned yourself in learning how to fight back the proper way and the right way because you refuse to listen to the right people. Well, anyway, they go to the ATM, bip, 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 thinking they're getting ready to draw some money out of their account. Nothing. Not only was it at one bank, but it was at all banks all across the country. Now, let me tell you something about America. If you believe this stupid Ponzi scheme that is going on right now, where we can have a Dow over 14,000 points, and we have increased our national deficit since George W. Bush has left office by over $6 trillion under Barack Hussein Obama. The national debt now. And the Dow is still going up. And the Dow is still going up. You are stupid. Well, Pastor, I don't think you should be calling nobody stupid. Well, hey, sometimes you need to be insulted just in order for somebody to get your attention. Now, if you're insulted and then you just take this and you go on down the road and act like ain't nothing happened, have a good life. But One day you're going to go to the bank here in America, and you're going to find out that you don't have no money in the account because we are bankrupt as a country, and our country has got to start taking money from its citizens in order to pay the interest on the national debt. Central banks all across the world, meaning private owners of banks all across this world, are now hijacking countries, sovereign countries. And they left the politicians in the country over in Cyprus two choices. Number one, you either take cash from every single bank account, or our other ultimatum is this: you accept this bailout money. I got a deal for you, Holmes. You see, you owe us a little bit of money here. Sounds like a mafia, don't it? I tell you what I'm going to do for you, Cyprus. Tell you what I'm going to do for you, Greece. The way I see things, you owe us. And I'm going to be good to you. Now, you either freeze and take the money out of every single person's bank account in your country, or you accept the money that we're going to give you, and we're going to ask for a little bit of interest on top. That way keep your company afloat. You refuse to do this, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you. We're going to kill your family and you too. And we're going to put somebody else in place. Now we want this country. And you're going to do exactly what we tell you. Oh, wise guy, you're going to see the bottom of the Atlantic. Do you understand? Oh, yes, Central Banks. Yes, I do understand. I'll get up and make a news conference. We will accept the money. We will accept the money. Okay, I knew that you were a reasonable man. I knew you were. And don't worry about it. Everything going to be all right. Cyprus is forced to accept $13 billion by the Euro Central Bank. Pastor Dow, what does that got to do with us over here in the United States of America? We ain't Cyprus. You think you ain't Cyprus. If they can freeze the personal banking accounts of these people over there across the seas, yours is next. That's why I tell you, you better get money out of it. Matter of fact, I've got a little bit of money in the savings account or checking account in my bank account, and I think the best thing for me to do is go ahead and spend it all rather than let these boogers have any nickel and penny and dime of it. I think I'm adopting a new policy. That is just the truth, and that's the true straight way, because we are dealing with professional gangsters.